For the first time, Beijing conference in 189 countries unanimously agreed on the framework of gender equality, development and peace, and hence we have the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action. So here we have the 12 critical areas highlighted which came out of the Platform for Action: women and the environment, women in power and decision making, the girl child, women and the economy, women and poverty, violence against women, human rights of women, education and training of women, institutional mechanisms for the advancement of women, women and health, women and media, women and the armed conflict. So these were the 12 critical areas that were listed at the Beijing conference. Now from there, what was CSR's involvement in this Beijing conference? Like we started, we were in the conferences from Nairobi conference, CSR had been representing, and at the 1995 conference especially, we highlighted that women's participation in politics is important, and with that we managed to actually get the international pressure put on the government, and somehow that was listened to. So then I think that contribution of CSR is actually a historical moment for the organization as well as for the country. Now, Beijing 1995, after Beijing 1995 conference, as Dr. Kumari briefed you, every 5 years and the annual review is being conducted. Now, after 20 years, we are doing a global review at the 59th session on the Commission on the Status of Women in New York, which will be attended by representatives of member states, UN entities and NGOs from all around the world. So this platform, we would like to use this platform. So basically, based on this theme that we had planned a project. Now we in November 2014, August 2014, we hosted a national consultation where we focused on the existing dichotomy in decision-making power in public and private institutions. So that was a brainstorming exercise that we did. And from there, what we did was that we started, this is something which we did at the Bangkok, but if I just go with the chronological order, I would say that what we did was that we started with reaching out to the youth. From November, what we did was that we reached out to universities all over India. Right from South, we started with the Calicut University crowd, then we reached to Banaras University, Utkal University, Kurukshetra University, Chandigarh University, Jaipur University. Then in Delhi we reached out to Jamia Millia University and Amity University. What we did there, basically our idea was to engage with the youth. Of course, these international platforms and discourses are there, but are the young crowd actually sensitive about it, and is the information getting to them, and are we actually getting their ideas? How are we actually effective in engaging the young generation? What are their requirements? Of course, we have a lot of research documents put together, a lot of advocacy documents put together, but what is the actual requirement of the next generation? So that voice should be highlighted. That was our point. And basically with that concept, we reached out to universities, and it was a three-hour event that we did. We briefed them on the conference, importance of Beijing, the struggle of women leaders, because of what we are here, sitting here, So all that importance was shared with them. And what we did was that we made them understand the importance of 12 critical areas and asked them to think, what recommendations they would personally like to place in the international platform. Maybe something which is actually strike them locally, which is something happening, but it is actually to be taken to the international platform. So that was a discussion, brainstorming exercise which they did in groups, and they listed those recommendations. The 12 critical areas were listed to them, and the recommendations we got from them. So we have completed in 8 states, 9 universities are completed. Tomorrow we'll have the Jadavpur University event, and the next one in Delhi also. One more we are going to do. So we have actually reached out to the young crowd, and so are the faces here. And basically engaging with them, we also try to encourage the youth. It's not only that they worked in groups and all those. They were asked to do PowerPoint presentations on any of the themes they would like. So this was information given to them earlier, a message a month before, and they worked on that, and they sent us the entries for the PowerPoint presentations. And second competition was basically for coming up entries with paintings, which you see here, paintings on the theme, any of the themes, then also photographs which they would like to click and share with us. And the third competition was basically a street play, which in teams they could organize and just exhibit during the program. So there were 3 competitions. So it was kind of encouragement, and prizes were given to them. Apart from that, we wanted to engage with them and get more recommendations with them. So that was a difficult task at times for the team, because they are definitely students, and not that tuned to sit for 2 hours and just think over and share with all those. But definitely it was taken in a very sportive spirit, and they were also very, very nice to us wherever we went. And we're happy that youth charter of demands is there in your folders, where you can see the youth contribution to the Beijing +20 debate. Under the 12 critical areas, overall we have a highlight of recommendations put together. So that was our youth outreach that we did. Apart from that, in November we attended the Bangkok conference, Asia Pacific Civil Society Forum on Beijing +20. 2 of our team members, Mr. Amitabh Kumar and Ms. Anubhuti Vatsyayan, attended the Bangkok conference, where there was active discussion on these 12 critical areas, and their inputs were also placed there. So that was our part of the project. And so overall, the summary plan would look like in November we attended the Bangkok conference. From November to Jan we had university events. In Jan 2015, today we are here to do the group exercise and get more inputs from you. And in 2015, Dr. Kumari will be attending the global review, the Commission on the Status of Women, where she will be presenting these recommendations.